The crowned one.
The crowned one.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Glad to have you back here at the Crown One. Hey, look, the word has been put out. These are rumors, some leaks that the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be coming out. OM goodness, guys. I'm super stoked about this. So let me not run it down any further. I'm going to go ahead and get into the article here released by Polygon. So if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell for the latest updates on the latest uploads for the latest content. And we got just a few things to cover here concerning the verbal potential release of the Nintendo Switch. Now, Nintendo's staying pretty tight-lipped, but there are leaks and rumors that paint to a clearer picture. Now, here's a breakdown. So, the successor to the Nintendo Switch 1 has been confirmed. However, there are no official dates that have been announced just yet. While Nintendo hasn't announced a Switch 2, their next console is in the works. Now, as far as when it comes to the release date, originally it was planned for late 2024 this year, but it looks like, and again, this is probably going to be a rumor, that it's going to be released March 2025. So that's in less than a year. That's next spring. So I'm just hoping that it does come out around that time frame. Even if it doesn't, I'm still pretty stoked about it. If they got to work out the bugs and the kinks of the console itself, hey, look, it's all good. Now, this could be the reason for the later release date. Again, this could avoid stock shortages and ensure a strong launch lineup. Now, there have been some other reports, and I remember reading an article. Now, I may have to dig it up just to cite my sources here. There had been people, just bulk buying consoles and then, of course, selling them at black market prices. That has been an issue when it comes to service for the Nintendo. And now the Nintendo company is starting to has announced that they're going to be releasing a bulk load of Nintendo Switch 2 consoles to address the shortages and also to kind of alleviate some of the bulk buyers who are buying them in mass quantities and then reselling them on Amazon or Walmart or what have you. And again, I'm not categorizing any of these sources here with Walmart and Amazon. I don't want to get struck down by these groups. But a lot of times you will see certain things on those websites. So moving forward. Now, it appears that the Switch 2 will retain the Switch's hybrid handheld console design, possibly with a bigger screen, which could be an 8-inch, and a detachable Joy-Cons with improved features. So I'm not sure what those improved features are going to be. They haven't released any information on what it could possibly be. So we'll just keep a thumb on the pulse to see what those possible Joy-Con improved features might be. Now, as far as performance and power, this is where I would say I have focused interest in, because with new technology, you expect, again, new features. You expect performance and power, just like I said. So jumping down into some of the article here, and again, I'm just paraphrasing here. I don't want to try to read everything verbatim. So if you don't see what I'm saying here, I will have the link here in the description so you can read it for yourself. Now, jumping back to the article, the targeting is current gen performance. Now, early signs suggest that the Switch 2 will aim for performance comparable to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, but with optimizations for a less powerful chip. That also includes for performances such as ray tracing and DLSS. Now, the reports indicate the Switch 2 might utilize ray tracing and NVIDIA's deep learning super sampler, or the DLSS upscaling technology, to achieve visuals closer to current gen consoles. Now, just a bit of a blurb about the DLSS. What it features is that it's a performance booster, and the DLSS renders the game at a lower resolution, but uses AI to upscale it to a high resolution, as you see on the screen. Now, this makes the games run smoother, especially on less powerful hardware. Another feature of the DLSS is preserving quality. Now, despite using a lower base resolution, DLSS aims to maintain sharp visuals and minimize blurriness. And if you wear glasses like myself, or even if you have a high definition television, it just helps out a lot because you don't want to be trying to decipher images when they start blurring out, or even if you can't see the images and you have the blurred lines, it just kind of takes away from the awesomeness of the gameplay. So I'm pretty excited to see if that feature will be released within the next console of the Nintendo Switch. Now, the custom NVIDIA chip is a custom chip that has ray tracing, and the DLSS capabilities is rumored, and that's just something that I mentioned earlier. So again, this is all rumor here, but again, we want to see that goodness, that quality goodness of the next gen console within the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, jumping into other features. Now, it's going to have backward compatibilities, and I just want to elaborate on that. Sorry, I know I'm getting a bit of a tongue twister here. I have a retainer, so just bear with me. And I'm also excited, too. But at any rate, the backwards compatibility, now, it's unconfirmed, but recent reports suggest that the Switch 2 will be backwards compatible with Switch games. That includes cartridges and digital games and accessories. Now, speaking more to the cartridges, I'm not sure how they're, it's all going to be software when you're talking about, the cartridges and stuff. Digital, I definitely could see how that could be a possibility. But I'm just glad that even if it is a rumor, it's still something that's being brought up because, with the Sony PlayStations, you had an issue of backwards compatibilities going from the fourth PlayStation all the way back. Now, with the PlayStation 5, you do see backward compatibilities, but it's really just a PlayStation 4 library that's on digital, and you have to have certain PlayStation subscriptions. I'm not sure if you can install the PS4 games on the disc itself. I'm not sure if you can install the game from the disc into the PlayStation 5 with the PS4 disc. I don't know if I've tried that yet, but at any rate, it's still good to see that it's at least is being addressed. So the physical games are here to stay. Switch 2 will likely have a cartridge slot for physical releases. It would also have an LCD screen, unlike the Switch OLED model. The Switch 2 might use more cost-effective LCD screen. I don't have the OLED model of the Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure what gen my Switch is. I'd have to check. But I know for a fact it's not an OLED, so I didn't get a chance to see or at least experience the features of that particular model. However, so if Nintendo decides to move to more cost-effective LCD, from my experience and other experiences of others who did not have the OLED model, probably won't notice much of a difference when it comes to the screen itself. Now, this is also an exciting point because now with the new console, you also have to talk about new games, and the focus is going to be on new titles. Now, there are also no confirmation on enhanced versions of existing games like Breath of the Wild, but new titles are a priority, and they do have possible launch dates. Metroid 4, Mario Kart 9, and a new 3D Super Mario game are all potential launch titles. Again, potential launch titles. I will say that with Mario Kart already having its 8th installment and the upgrade patches that they did over time, which is totally awesome, by the way, and also the resurgence of Metroid, especially with Metroid Dread specifically. I played that game, and oh my goodness, I played that game when it came out. That game is too exciting. I actually want to do a video upload series of Metroid Dread, but as I'm doing with Mario Odyssey, I want to wrap that up and then start quite possibly Mega Man 11, because I'm going into this nostalgia route with Mega Man 11, just playing that series and then so forth with some other Nintendo Switch games. However, the Metroid Prime 4, I can't remember if that's FPS or if it's a scroll game. I do apologize because I'm not deep into Metroid. I really got on board with Metroid when I played Metroid Dread. I do remember it as a kid. I didn't play it as much, and I remember the gameplay and what it looks like and what have you. I was stuck on Mario, obviously, because of Nintendo, but I do remember Metroid, and I still think Metroid is an awesome character. I'll also have Metroid as an amiibo and the EMMI as an amiibo. I actually have it super glued into my tower. again, TMI, nobody's asking, but it's just pretty awesome to see some of the things that you enjoy and love being put out there and getting some new updates. Now, I know that was a lot of information, but it's an exciting time, I think, for gaming, especially with, hopefully we can start recovering from some of the letdowns of other AAA games, or just AAA games overall, and just the experience that it's been in 2024, 2023, and previous years, with Gamergate and quite possibly Gamergate 2.0. Hopefully that gaming can make a recovery, because gaming is fun. Gaming is fun. I've been doing it since I was a kid. Anybody who's listening, if you've been doing it since you were a kid, then you understand. If you're just getting into gaming, it's all good. We hope that you do have a great journey. So I want you guys to stay tuned. Hopefully we can get some new updates from Polygon or wherever we may get them from, especially from the official Nintendo website, which is going to be, I don't think I need to put that link there. You guys, Nintendo.com. So this is just the beginning. We'll update more as details come about the Switch 2. And hey, look, you guys stay easy, you stay safe, and I will talk to you guys later.